Hello and welcome back, everybody, to some more Reclamation. I am Towkn, and today we're hopefully gonna get some more stuff done. Eat some food real quick. I don't know why my food seems to be going down so much quicker than it used to, but as you can see, I got this stuff back here behind me, all set up and everything, and put lots and lots of stuff down. Put sugar cane. I wasn't sure if these farm things did anything or not at all, and everything. Got everything down, and then when I click on this now, you can see we are over 4,000, which is what we need for this. I also did make the yellow chalk and the more red and whatever, so that over here I can go down this step into here because I was gonna do the thing with the blazes and everything, and then like, oh man, in order to do that, I'm gonna have to move it all over here. So I went ahead and just made all the chalks again. We could put them in here. Of course, yeah, we did the yellow chalk, so we get this one and the one up there done because we mainly needed the yellow chalk for this one right here. Also because I was gonna need a lot of bones. You also see I also have full jars filled, with the exception of this one, because I was gonna show you how I was doing it. Um, yeah. So you can also see I have still a lot of this. Have a lot of this. We don't really have a lot of the pumpkin anymore because instead of doing the blaze ritual down here, I went ahead and tested something. And I was like, I don't know if it's going to work. If it works, I might end up just doing that rather than summoning blazes one at a time down there in a thing. But yeah, we're going to go down here into where our other one is at. Or where our other one was at down here. And of course, it's all still here as well. It just doesn't have an altar above it anymore. But yeah. And I put this here so that if we got hit with fireballs. But I went ahead, I was like, you know what? I'm going to put this here, and this here. And then fight it with this. See if I get my souls. And then as you see, that is now 10 of 10. And I was like, oh, sweet. That works out perfectly. So I went ahead and did that. Now we do still need to go in here, though, and throw this in here. But I was almost thinking we might not need blaze seeds as much anymore, since I did just go kill 40 of them. So I now have 400. And yeah, I do now have like 400 blaze powder when we go in. Okay, apparently I didn't put it in. Yeah, I didn't put it in there. I put it in here. As you can see, there's a lot of blaze powder in here now. Yeah, we go like this and boom, boom, 390. Because actually, yeah, we technically one of these blazes was from the other thing. But then I was like, God, do we really need the blaze powder now? We got all that stuff. Of course, like I said, I just went ahead and made new box. So yeah. Um, but the thing is like I'm looking at these things, right? And I mean, the next thing we need over this way is Terrasteel. And Terrasteel we need um let's say diamonds, right? Because we need to transform diamonds into whatever. Also, before I go too far, I made a bunch more of the endo flames because 4 of them was making this thing really, transforming stuff was really, really slow. So yeah, I went ahead and just made a couple more. Yeah, I don't know where I put my stick here. Yes, it is. Okay, there we go. And we did use up a bunch of our mana. Okay, we do have a decent amount in there. do need a whole lot more in order to make a bunch of Terrasteel, because we're going to need a lot of it. We go this way. We also need crystallized will, which requires us to get diamonds from this. We also need lapis from that. And yeah, and I'm gonna have to do some big, huge farming stuff. But I'm curious, as if wondering if create will like farm this stuff without pulling it up, or if it pulls it up too. I don't know for sure how create handles mystical agriculture, because I know like usually if you have the farming thing, you know farms the thing and then picks it up and everything. But I was like, if I can get create auto farming this, then we might have a better time getting all of this stuff back. I did also expand the dirt some and this. But also, you might have just noticed there's this big, huge thing over here. I chose one of the probably more complicated designs for a mob farm. Of course, I did also only do like 3 tiers of it. Instead of like 7 or 8 tiers, cause it just takes such a long time. But if we come over here and look at this, you can see we've gotten some stuff. Not a lot. Some. And yeah. Anyways, yeah. So basically, the stuff spawns up there. It has a thing, a little boat clock thing that will then pour water down onto each layer. I'm gonna say it's quite possible I just need to take this out a bit further up there, just to get better coverage. But I do know stuff does drop from there. I just don't think it spawns quite as fast as we would like. And yeah. Yeah, I made a couple more of the red ones or the fire ones so that we could get the stuff to upgrade this stuff to the next layer a little bit quicker. But I am debating, because again, we need that. Of course, actually, we do have the stuff we need for this now, right? Which, if we go in here, we will also actually know we need we're gonna need to make a weak activation crystal. We might still have some of the mutinous. If not, we could easily make it. We're gonna need a rune of greed and a rune of gluttony. Rune of greed is going to need an imbued slate, rune of spring, a rune of water, and some Terrasteel. So we can't even do the whatever, the budding amethyst until we go up the Terrasteel route. Which to me makes it seems weird that it's gonna have it on the same level as this, but it's what it is. But I'm trying to debate whether or not I want to actually just make diamond seeds, or if I want to do that. But diamond seeds is going to require me to just make a whole lot more of this inferium essence, that we could just keep upgrading it. But also was thinking about doing osmium seeds instead as well, so that we don't have to do the stuff to make osmium ore, which granted isn't too bad. The only thing that sucks about it is waiting for it to do stuff, right? Because you gotta throw it on stuff. Where is it? Here. We gotta make an imbued slate, and then we gotta throw iron nugget, or throw it on the thing with the thing. But of course, we're gonna need to make the imbued slate anyway. We might need to just it's like so much of the stuff right now. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's just so much of the stuff needs so much work. What are we looking at? 1,000. I thought we had a lot. Let's go ahead and take this out. Pretty sure that this has been damaging my armor when I've been up here. Not doing it with ever. I also don't think that this necklace that we made that has Regeneration 2 works at all. Because if you had Regeneration 2, you should be getting back health right now, even without having food. But yeah. So I could just be completely missing something about how this thing works. So no idea for sure. But we need what, like 8,000 in here, right? Because we need 5,000 for, or 1,000, 2,000, and 5,000. So we need 8,000 in here. So let's go ahead and get 8,000 in there, and then we'll put a stone in there, which I do have on me. So actually, that's what check. I was like about to run inside, and I'm like, wait, I should just double check, make sure. Boom, there we go. We put that in there, and just let that go for now. So we'll go like this. We'll eat this real quick. Because again, I think we're going to need to go up this route. So we're going to need to go this route too, which means we are going to need to make these. We're going to need a couple lapis blocks and Terrasteel. So we're going to need Terrasteel as well. Or not Terrasteel, Mana Steel. We probably should go like this. Grab 9 of these so that we can turn them into it. Like here. Throwing these in there. Letting them do their thing. We are going to need still more mana probably in the thing. So here. Grab this, bring it over here. And chuck it into there. And, I mean, for now, I'm going to go ahead and take this stuff. I'm going to go ahead and put soul jars in here. This Therium dagger in there. We're going to go ahead and put this in here. We probably will still just go ahead and use it to make D1 seeds, maybe. And actually, I think I'll put the extra pumpkins we have in here. That in there. Oh, this other stuff, you just come down in here and go. Like that can go in there. That. Sure. Hit B. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Oh, we got these couple things here. That. Cobblestone. We probably need to take this charger and put it on our system to start getting or being able to charge some stuff. Possibly, I don't know why. That. So I mean, I could take like this out here, and I could just put it on there. It's not really good right now, but let's run over here. Grab this infused slate. And we'll run back over here, grab a stack of iron, and turn a whole stack of iron into osmium. Quick. Boom. Like so. And we should be able to turn a whole stack into it, right? We'll come over here, click on that. Apparently only 16 go in at a time. That kind of sucks. I was hoping we could do a whole stack at once, but that'll do that. We'll wait a second here. It'll start dropping it all. Okay. Well, that gives us 16 more osmium. I mean, do we really need because I mean, osmium would only be for going down more of the mechanism route if we wanted to do more, or not mechanism, and then down here. I don't think we really need to go that far. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. I don't know what we need in the way of power. But again, this is going to need some of these, so we need to make some of these runes. Let's see what we need for these runes. So, bone meal, mana steel, mana. So I'm going to need to make some more mana steel anyway. So let's just actually go ahead, go like this. And as you can see, this is no longer working. It ran out of stuff. That's not good. It means we probably need to make some more ancient trees, which is going to be tree, sugarcane, red flower, yellow flower, seeds. Let's actually hit this button here real quick. We'll go ahead and hit that to set that up in there. Where we can go like this and just grab a thing, a bunch of seeds. I forgot I had dirt and air seeds here. Oh well, we grab the seeds. I don't think we have red flowers or yellow flowers. So if we go in here and type in dandelion, nope, or poppy, we have just one poppy. Which means we are going to want to open up this, grab this out, hit this, hit, no, not be, just grab this out. And of course, the dandelions, we could actually get a bunch of those out here, apparently. So, there we go. Give us a bunch of those. Perfect. And then we come over here and work on getting some poppies. I mean, I don't really need a lot. I think I might only do this ritual like twice, 2 or 3 times. So, yeah. Okay. So we don't need any of this stuff on there. So we'll need this. We'll need that. This. We're going to need the powder. So let's run over here and get the powder. Okay. We needed a sapling. That was oak. Got in here, click on this, type in oak. Don't have a lot of, but we do have a couple, so that should be good. We also needed seeds, which we have, leaves, which we have, and sugar cane, which we come over here. There we go. Now we come over here. We just put powder down, like so. And of course, I put that in the wrong spot. Boom, boom. There we go. Then we stand here, and I'm pretty sure up here went with one of those. Then sugarcane and poppy. And then on this side was other thing. It was a dandelion. So like this dandelion seeds and sugarcane. And the actually no wait, I think the sugarcane wait, where sugarcane goes between these two. Means the leaf went here. And the seed still did go here. And we can put that there. We will need to grow it. So we can grab bone meal, which I don't know how much bone meal we have anymore. Because we've been using it. Go like this, type in bone. We have 2 bone meal down here, but we do have some bones. So we go like this, like that, and get 64 bone meal down here and sleep through the night. Go up there and make our tree. Then I do want to double check something. I wonder if you can get the stuff that or more saplings from cutting tree down. We need to find that out. If not sure first we are just going to second time real quick. Because yes, there we go. So that's that. This here, and poppy, dandelion, leaf, seeds, and that, right? There we go. So we'll bring this over here, put it here, we'll bring it here, put it there. We are just going to grow these two. But they can start converting that stuff again. Now let's go ahead and take one of these over here, put it here. So this is my first attempt. I was going to try to just make a thing down here where stuff would spawn, and then I could just eat it. And for some reason, it's even if we hit like F7, it's all yellow. Like there's apparently enough light coming in from here to make this all yellow. So yeah, don't know why, but it is. So anyways, we'll go like this real quick with this. Let's go here. We'll press B and see. Yes, broad axe. If that, that, and that. Let's see. Got some here. Boom. Don't. Definitely more in this tree somewhere. Right there. Boom. I don't see any more. This real quick, and then climb up here real quick. I'm right there. I think I see one there. Boom. It doesn't look. Oh, there's one here. There. That. And if we do that, that should break the rest of it. As we could see, did not give us any more sapling. Oh, wait, no, I was going to say it gave us one. No, that was the one we had from the thing. Okay, that's fine though. We could just take it, plant it right here. So like this, I just want to double check and see if we could get them that way. If not, then whatever. Okay, well, we could put that there, and that'll give us even more. But you can see it's creating all that. We now have all this down here. We click on here, take out these 33 from this. And I know we needed 9, but we are going to need more for the other thing. So we do this. It'll give us that. Okay, perfect. So I am going to go to this right here. Put all of that stuff here inside of there for now. Let's go ahead. We could put this armor back on, even though it's pretty bad. I do see it's probably up. Yeah, there's a block there. That's fine. That is completely fine. Okay. So we now need to do some stuff to make some runes. So we need a water rune, which again, water artichoke, bone meal, and a steel ingot and powder. We have more mana powder. Got 2. I used most. Okay. either way, we could still go ahead for now, throw this in there, that in there. We need a water artichoke, which means I can grab one of those, and I'm just going to run down here because it's going to be easier than trying to find anywhere else. We need a fishing rod, so if we go in here, we run this here, click this, and make ourselves a fishing rod. Then we needed a bone meal, which we could grab from out here. And I'll be honest, I didn't realize I still had water artichoke out here as well that I could have just grabbed from there. But sure. But we could do that, and then we can grab banana spreader, put it down there. We need some coal. So here, I had like 5 left in our bin, so we come over here, grab some of this, go. Gave us 28. I don't know why. Might as well just grab this last one, right? Boom, there we go, 31. We are out of food again already, which is, again, the weird thing. I don't know why it seems like we're... I know I'm doing a bit more running back and forth, but it just seems weird that we're running out of food. But we'll come down here. We can then click on that. That up there. Go like this. Get almost a full stack of coal. Bring up here to throw in there so that that can start doing that. And hopefully we have, yeah, I was gonna say we have a bunch of living rocks. I had to make a whole bunch of. Okay, so then for this we do have the fire rune already. We actually have a lot of them. We apparently do have a water rune already as well. Oh well, we'll make another one. Not gonna be that big of a deal. So then we also do need a earth rune, which is going to be andesite, stone, those and whatnot. So let's go ahead, go like that. That there. Go. So we'll need mana steel, a mana whatever. Two andesite. So if we come down here and type in and have one. So grab that. We then need a mushroom of any type and a stone block, which we have. I don't know if we have any mushrooms. So we do. Perfect. Okay. Grab out a mushroom. That will come up here where we will throw andesite, mushroom, and stone block on there. We can then throw the living rock on there to get that. But we are also going to need some more powder, which we should actually be able to make some because I got all of this. So we could go here. And I'm just going to throw that in there. Perfect. Okay. Then we come here, do that to get our earth rune. We have earth runes and water runes. We do have fire runes. Stuff now we need an air rune, which is going to be a bamboo, a carpet, and these. So we go like this. There's that. There's that. Come over here and click on this to get a string. So that'll give us a string. Then probably, of course, again, yeah, that did that. That, whatever. We could do that. Let's break that because, yep, it was a boom, boom. Okay, so that gave us 15. So we can go like this to give us 16, which then gives us enough for 4. Give us enough for a carpet. Over here, put a carpet in there. Then we just need a bamboo. Apparently missed on it and got the thing. So actually, I wanted that on me. I didn't want to put that in there. There we go. That can do that until we get our air rune, and then we just need a mana rune after that, which I believe is just some mana steel and whatchamacallit stuff, right? Because I think we had to make one before. Yeah, so we need a mana pearl. Okay, so we'll need to go in and grab one of our ender pearls that we do now have a couple of. But as far as fire runes go, if I come over here, nope, here, no, maybe I put them in here. I don't know. If we click, maybe it's in here. Yeah, there we go. We have a lot of them. We could do that. We go in here. We click on this. Let's go ahead and while we're in here, make a block of mana steel so we don't forget. Everything I'm going to need in here and go end for pearl, which we have apparently just one in here, which means rest are somewhere else. Nighttime and raining, so sleep. And we'll go up to thing and make it a mana pearl. All right, so we'll come up here. Mana pearl. Mana pearl goes right here, and then we go like this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there until it says it's good. Put that right there. It will make its thing. And then once it is done, we will have. We won't have everything. We're going to need to make some lapis. So we're going to have to go farm a bit of lapis because we need 3 lapis. Oh, we're going to need more than that, aren't we? Yeah, we actually need more than that lapis because we need lapis blocks for the actual thing itself. Okay, but anyways, that's going to be this. So now we just need to take these there. Now we just need to come up here and have our watering can and do this for quite a while until we get enough lapis to again, this makes, if I press U on this, makes 12. That's basically 1 block for 8. So we're gonna need 24 of them. Yeah. So we will be back once we get those. Okay, so I went ahead and made some more lapis seeds by bringing up the solarium seed. I wasn't sure if it would. I was like, it probably won't mutate with it and make more solarium seeds. I figured I'd try. It did not make more solarium seeds, but it did surprisingly make more lapis seeds. We're able to do that, which really gives us the ability to go in here. Of course, if I go up here, it's going to do the same thing, isn't it? Yeah, so we want to click on that, press A on that one. And if we click here and we go that, it'll there. Then we go like that, hit that. Take the 36 that we got, because we only need less than that. To go like this to get this Terrasteel amalgam plate, which is going to require some other stuff, I believe. So if we go like this, we're probably going to need to come down in here and grab out our book from Botania, just so we can make sure we correctly. Okay. Go in here and we scroll down to Terrasteel. It'll say that, and as you can see, it is living rock or whatever, and lapis. So we need 4 lapis blocks still, so we are going to still need some more. But if we come over to here, I think I'm going to just do it right here in this spot right here, just because I don't feel like moving everything else. We don't have a excavator on us, so and do this, where we put living rock right here. Put the Terrasteel plate right there. We put that there. We still are going more. Another what, 20 some more, whatever, to take a couple more. So let's go ahead and come up here again and do that with this. Will be a little bit quicker now that we do have a couple more flower plants, right? We have a couple of. I really should just move that one over too, but whatever. Get this. Let's see. So we might actually, you know what? I'm gonna just grab 24 or whatever. We're at 20 already, right? Getting up to 24 shouldn't be too hard. There we go. 23. And one more. Come on. One of you guys is almost there. There you go. That didn't give it. Okay, whatever. There we go. That's 24. I'm going to say it's starting to look like we got a big, giant Millennium Falcon up in the sky or something like that. Here's how you turn around. We come down here. Got this in here. That there. And make our lapis blocks. Here we go. We could bring over, put in here, here, and here. Perfect. Now we just need to make a spark. Is going to be 2 of that, and 2 of any petal. So we'll go ahead and open this up and say we currently have the most gray petals. So let's go ahead and grab 2. Actually, I think we grab 4, because I believe we are going to need to make 2 sparks. Come down here like this, click on that, throw those in there, and then go like this to get 2 sparks. Then come down here and go to sleep. And back up here, throw 2 of those down there for the fun of it. And what we could do is we could put a spark on this mana pearl and a spark on that, and that will transfer mana between those 2 things. We can then go like this, tell that mana spreader to go back into that mana pool, because we need quite a bit to be able to take this to turn it into mana steel. We also do need diamonds, ender pearls, and mana steel for this. As you can see, I think it requires half a pool of stuff just to make one. So we're going to need to do that. But yeah, it definitely makes me want to like move this, maybe make like 100 of these things and just have coal being pumped out much quicker so that it can do that, or making the other generating stuff, which I was gonna say, I thought there was a thing in here. It said, so actually I think the source, or not, Botania stuff was in touching grass, right? Yeah. Alternative mana source. So we have the thermal lily, which generates based on lava, but will consume the lava for no gain. If you give lava too often, of course, then there's a TNT explosion one, which be nice, but we'd have to figure out how to set it up Then, of course, the munch do. Of course, again, some of them set up. Some of them generate way too much, and like the munch do, I know just keeps eating, and if it doesn't have a place to go, it just doesn't do good. Yeah. So we do need to get this pool up to half a thing, which is going to require so much coal and so much time for what we have. So let's, I guess, be back after I get a bunch of coal. Okay, so we do now have a bunch of coal put in there for it to keep going and just keep making more and more and more. Quick, quick, quick. Hopefully. The question now though remains: how do we go about doing? Because we're gonna need. I mean, I don't think we need a lot of what you call it, because the nature pie we need what 3 for 2 of these. Let's just go ahead, click on here, and click on this. And yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, so boom, there we go. So if we come back to this and we find the gateway thing, don't see there. There's a thing with there. Redder turntable, a mana battery. Might not show up, but other stuff there. I'm looking for it. Look for it. Don't know why it's not showing up on here. It'd be like it's not Alfheim. It's is it the Alf? It might be. I still don't see it in there. Okay. So if we click on here though, click on this here, the Elven Gateway Core requires 3. These require 3, so it's at least 9. That's at least one thing of Terrasteel. This also needs 2 diamonds for that, so we are going to need 3 diamonds. Means we're going to need a lot of blood, unless there's another way to get diamonds. Don't sure the dia and so on here, and we click on this. Get diamonds. We can get block a diamond, and then of course block a diamond, diamond shards, and diamond essence. Get it from diamond ore. Don't have. Get it through elven trade, which to me doesn't make any sense. For 1 diamond in and we get 1 diamond back. We can get it from bees, but I don't know how much work that is. Again, there's the amethyst, or the block of amethyst, which is a thing which we can't make amethyst seeds because we can't make a budding amethyst because we don't have terrasteel. So we would need terrasteel for that. Of course, then again, crushing it down with that, auto crafting with that, diamond horse armor. If we could do that, I mean, we cool, but yep, there's that. And then, of course, we were able to do this to make antimatter. We could turn coal into diamonds. Probably be pretty useful. Again, there's that. Enrichment chamber would turn 2 into it. That would turn that into that. Jute box, which requires 1. Diamond and stuff from that. Gives us 1 archaeology, which I don't know for sure if it's actually in here, but if we click on this, we click on this. Even if we had 1 diamond, we'd only get that. We'd have to get diamond ore. I'm assuming we'd only be able to get from the orchid or by combining it. This, in order to get this, I'm assuming we need, like, okay, we would need the greed and the pixie dust, which we get inside of the thing. later on. Okay, so that's a lot of stuff we would need for that. So we're gonna need amethyst, though. Amethyst we get. Again, this we can't get from that block of amethyst. We get amethyst from the arc recipe for that, which was 300 buckets of that. Does suck, because that means we need more blood in here. And we're going to have to transfer some more blood, which is, a lot of work, especially since this amulet doesn't do, like, jack all. Yeah. Like, there's no way that's doing anything. But let's see. That. So let's go ahead and I guess work on this for a little bit again. We could throw that in there with this in there. Because we are going to need just one diamond, at least, in order to make the first Terrasteel. Once we get the first one, I think it might be... I'm not sure. Once we get the first one, we might be able to do the stuff we need to do and just get the other stuff, right? Rather than try to go for the stuff, we could get the Terrasteel nugget to make the reed thing so that we could make a whatchamacallit, budding amethyst thing that we need to be able to just make amethyst so that we don't have to do diamond. Of course, let's look. I'm assuming we're gonna need like a block of diamond in order to make the diamond seeds. Assume anyway. So if we go in here and we click on this, and we go down here, we click on this. Yeah, we would need the diamond seeds, but we'd also need this, which requires a bunch of other stuff, whatnot, and yeah, diamond seeds are pretty much, I want to say, out of the question right now. And yeah, I need to look into a better way for regeneration. Because as we said, that amulet does jack all. It doesn't do a single thing. To be honest, it's definitely not turning into a thing that's generating us at all. I mean, I could possibly. It's from? Is it from Blood Magic or? It's from Botania as well. So let's go ahead, click on this. Go like that. Click on this, and we'll go in here. See if it even says anything in here about it. Blood Pendant. Okay, so the essence of the Nether, from which the original potions were created, are very efficient at restoring the power of effects. It tainted can store brew in condensed stable form. A pendant with a stored brew when worn, while lends mana through its or will lends mana through itself to provide its stored effect. The pendant can be infused with the brew by sustaining a vial of the thing with efficiency. However, the pendant doesn't play well with the effects like instant health or absorption and stuff. Wait, so do I need do I need to actually wear like the robes or something different what are they called? There's some different like robes and stuff you can get from like this stuff. Mana Weave's Robe aren't the greatest resistant damage. However, they make up more with powerful bonus set when all the pieces of Warren Tool draws far cheaper to use in mana cost. Can use mana from one's inventory to replenish themselves. Okay, I think that's why, because I would need to. I think the reason why it doesn't work is because, like, if we click on here and we go to this, no, touching grass, we would need this in order to get it to work, which means we need to make another mana pearl and stuff like that. Okay, so let's get another mana pearl, which we should have. Should have some more ender pearls somewhere. Where they're at, I cannot for the life of me. Might be in here. Nope, not in there. I'm like 90% sure we don't have any over here in our dropper because don't. And oh no, never mind. I know why we don't have them. It's because I used them for this here magnet, so that when the guys drop, the magnet will pick them up. Okay, never mind. So we need to get some pearls, which means we need to eat real quick. Let's go ahead and get this blood put in here. And then let's just, as there are no Endermen up here, hop down here and hope there are some down here. Okay. Here to have a safety thing. Okay, there's one right there. Got him. There's another one over there. Perfect. Okay, so hopefully with these two, we'll get at least one ender pearl so that we can make a mana pearl to make the thing for. There we go. Perfect. Boom. There we go. Perfect. Okay, and that'll let us make a mana pearl to be able to make the portable mana thing. That's why it doesn't work. Okay. It does kind of suck though, because we need that mana in the thing. And I don't know how much it actually absorbs from it. I mean, granted, we could probably get more. There we go. We click on that. Oh, put it in there. Couldn't remember where I put it. Probably in here. Nope, not in there, which means they're probably in here. If we go like this and we go down here and we click on this, according to that, we don't have them in there. There they are. There they are. Okay, so then we'll click here. Go like that to get this mana tablet. And then if I bring it over here, throw it down there, it should get some mana in it. There we go. Throw it down here and let it get a little bit more in it. There we go. As you can see, now we have regeneration 2 and 3 and whatnot. So now we should be able to come over here. And go like that. And we'll recover hearts much quicker than we were before. Nice. Okay, perfect. That does make more sense now. We could do that and still get stuff back quite a bit faster. Okay. There we go. And that'll let us cycle this much quicker. Go. I'm wondering, though, if I can put it inside of, like, the orb. Can I put it in, like, one of these? Curious if I could put it in, like, this. And then put this in here. No, okay. Didn't think so. I was hoping I could, but I didn't think it was possible. Because it just shows a picture of a bucket. There we go. We could do that. This to get down there. And of course, once we get a couple thousand, that we need to make our thing. We go like that. Come up here and do this a couple of times until we get the 10,000 push. Okay, but then we could also take this, put it in there, so that it stops wasting mana. That okay. Now we are at what, 4,000 there. Got 7 up in here, so that's plenty. You think I'm gonna grab a couple more buckets? I think I should have. Don't know where they're all at, but they are perfect. But if we just do this a couple times, it'll be a lot easier. Waiting for rather than running back and forth a bunch. Do this. Get 3, go down. Get 3, go down. Yeah. Anyways, we'll be back. Okay, so there's our diamond. Now we just got to double check and make sure we are going to be doing this correctly here in a second. That is still flowing in with mana. How much does it have in there? Is not quite to halfway, but should be fine. Okay, so let's come in here, and before we even sleep through the night, so we don't waste the day, let's just double check all of this stuff. Okay, but we can, yeah, go ahead. This, that. But this also has a band of aura. Let's see, attaching a mana rune to a mana steel ring can very slowly pull ambient mana into the storage system of a device for free. Ooh, that's actually pretty cool. So we would need that. Okay, so we can do that. And that will add mana to our thing. Okay, cool. Almost free dirt with the Rana lands. You can portalize a tiny portion of mana into a full dirt block. Okay, so with mana, take that and we could turn any of the blocks into dirt. The band of mana turn your mana tablet into a ring to store mana on the go without taking up an inventory spot. Okay, so we can do that as well, which would work. So we could do both rings, and then the mana blaster is a portable mana spreader that can that you can fire at will using mana from a storage device on your person. You can also attach a lens to it to use their special properties. Ooh, that's actually pretty cool. All right, have not done that yet, so yeah. Also, of course, regrowth. I still don't know. Still don't know what that's all about. But again, if we go in here to resource generation, right? So if we can make amethyst, then we could skip the turning lapis into amethyst stage, right? Which be useful. But again, in order to make amethyst seeds, we'd have to make the budding amethyst. To make the budding amethyst, we need a rune of gluttony and a rune of greed. The rune of greed needs a terrasteel, a water, and a spring. Well, if we make the one terrasteel, we can make the nugget for that to get this a little bit better. We need water and fire and saplings to make spring. So let's go ahead and say we should have water, we should have fire. We just need a thing. So let's just go ahead and make the spring one real quick while the mana spreader is doing its stuff. Let's go ahead, come up here. It is any saplings. So run over here, grab some of the saplings that we're not really using. Right, so let's go ahead, go like this. Let's go 1, 2, 3. It also needed a wheat, a fire, and a thing. Go over here and grab a wheat from right there. There we go. I only wanted one. Whatever. We then need a water, a fire, fire, water. 3 of those. We could then tell Mana Spreader, go to there temporarily. That does that. Take the living rock there, and then once it is done, we will have the spring, which we might also need for gluttony. Click on here, we click on this. So we're going to need gluttony, which needs fire and winter. But it also needs a Terrasteel. There we go. That does give back the fire and the water. So gluttony, we need winter, which is earth and water, and snow. We're going to have to figure that out here real quick, too. So we will need the water. We don't need that. We'll need to come down here and grab the other runes, which are probably... let's see. So grab that one. Grab that one. Click on here. They're not in there. So next shelf. There they are. Earth and air. So we've come up here. We know we needed water. We know we needed earth. So we click on here. We're going to need a bowl of mushroom stew, which we can do. And then we also needed a wool. So we'll grab those first, and then we'll... Oh, wait, I should be able to make... I should have snowballs, right? So if I go in here and type in SNOW, there we go. I should be able to do that and get to snow blocks, because we do have the snow bells. That, okay, perfect. Let me go in here and type in wool real quick. Get the one wool we needed, and then go like this. We get the mushroom stew we needed as well. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Second there, I was thinking it was going to be much harder to get that snow. And then I was like, as I was running past here, I saw these things. And it's like, oh, wait, yeah, we got snowballs from that. So we should be fine. Okay, then we go like that. There we go. Perfect. How's this doing? Okay, so that is getting cool-ish. Once this is done, we can... I don't know why I put a second one of those on there. I wasn't paying attention. Here, grab them both again. One there. We can wait until this is done. Get our rune of winter. See, what would be nice though is if I could do this if it didn't use up these to make like the rune of gluttony, and we were able to keep them all. But I don't think... I think it uses up the rune of winter for the gluttony one. And what? Oh, but it gave me 2 winters. So we have 2 winters, but we did only gain 1 spring. So I don't know why it gave us 2 winters, but only 1 spring. Whatever. Let's go ahead, throw that in there. I mean, it's not like it's hard to get another spring one. We do have everything we need. I am going to go ahead and put the armor back on to get it out of the slot there. And then we will go ahead and put this back on there. And if I go like this and we put that there, we could push the button a couple of times, right? To put the mana that's in the one spreader into there. Okay. Oh, of course, actually, that has the weight lens on it, so it wasn't doing anything at all. Never mind. Okay, but so in order to get again, in order to get greed, we do need a Terrasteel. We need the water. Need that. We do need an imbued slate, which means we are going to need to do some stuff. But we do need the Terrasteel, so we do know for sure we need that. Okay, and then again, the Terrasteel. Definitely somehow misclicked on some stuff there. If we click on here, need a pearl and a steel. So we will need to take this other pearl. It's a good thing we got two and make it into that. We would then need all three of these put onto there. We are going to wait till this is at least halfway filled. Who knows how long that's going to take. In the meantime, let's get over here and make our. I do want to double check something as well. This so the hopper is almost empty. We'd fill that up. There we go. And we're gonna have to take this off. Put this back down here. Run over here. Go like this. And we are going to need to get this filled up so that we can make some imbued slates. So we also want to grab our thing here out, and we could also grab, I think, probably just this one here, and we might be able to stack them. I don't know for sure. We go like that. Be able to start filling this up with that. Again, it needs 8,000 for the whatchamacallit to work. To get this all the way up. So we do that. This should give us enough for the first one. And yeah, there we go. So we're looking okay there. We don't really have any or much mana left in our mana tablet. Should be relatively okay. Let's go ahead and take those buckets off of there. Once this one's done with this, we should again. Okay, so there we go. So we made another one. We do have that in there, so we can put that in there. That should be all we need from that. So go like this. Put that back up in there for now. And do that. And then later, once we get some stuff, we can make that another mana rune. And we can make that other thing so that we can have both things, or make both rings. Pretty sure we have 2 ring slots, right? We have 3 ring slots. Okay. Okay, but we need 2 of these imbued things to make each one of these things. Gluttony needs 1 Terrasteel, 1 fire, 1 winter, and 1 imbued. The speed, which is right here, needs spring, fire, imbued, Terrasteel. Okay, perfect. Of course, according to this, we also have some Dice Roll 5 gameplay. Dice Roll. I have no idea what that is talking about. Go in here and type in dice. Ooh, there's a Dice of Fate. Hold shift. Let's see. I don't even. It's a relic unbound. Let's see. Heals cards to answer sacred geometry, hidden laws, probability. But if I click on it, it doesn't give it to me. Might be some secret way of getting that. But now that we have our stuff here, let's see what we have here. So it's not quite halfway. Not quite. Getting there, but it's not quite there. And I don't want to do it unless it is halfway, just in case for some weird reason it doesn't If it drains all of the pool but doesn't create the Terrasteel, then you have to start all over. So we're going to come down here and sleep through the night and see what we need. Rest of this stuff. Okay, but this should give us, again, so if we're looking at this, should give us the thing for this, the thing for this, and that. So we are the mutinous stuff. We are going to make some of that again, which is a mandrake and X whatever, and then that for bone meal, artichoke, and belladonna. We could easily do that. So if we go ahead and come down here and type in Bill, we can grab a belladonna. Up here, type in water, water artichoke, and then type in bone. Can't get bone meal because it's not up in here. Come over here and grab a bone meal. And then run over here to make our thing, of course. Yeah, there we go. So we go. Click here. Put that there, and it is 3. So 3. Of course, I'm going to say we might have some stuff in here too. Not a lot of stuff. Okay. But then again, if we go like this again, and we hover, or we go to this, on this, again, it is going to be belladonna first, then water choke. Here we go. Belladonna, water artichoke, bone meal. Wait for that to do its thing. That'll give us the mutinous that we, or mutant whatever thing we need. There we go. So that gives us that, which we will just go ahead and throw in here for now. That is for this here, right? Yes, okay. So now we also need a weak activation crystal, which is going to require a lava crystal, which requires another diamond and some obsidian, which the obsidian, the obsidian. Is there a way to get that without mining it, or am I going to need to make stuff? Let's see, some water essence. Because we'd have to mine it there. We'd have to mine it there. I'd have to mine it there. Have to crush it there. But water essence we need for that. So water, snow, and kelp. We should have all of them. I'm just not entirely sure where I put the kelp at right now. Kelp, kelp. Where did I put that? No, I don't think I put it. I might have put it over here. Did I put it over here? I honestly do not remember where we put the kelp at. Might have been over here somewhere. Nope, I don't see it. Okay. Actually, no, I think the kelp's in the thing over here, right? Our flower breeding place that we had originally. Or I found a slightly better way to do mass amounts of it at once. But yeah, if we come over here, we go in here. Yep, there we go. Kelp. So we need just the one kelp. We also need one snow and one bucket of water. So let's go ahead and get a bucket of water while we're running back over to grab no. Go like this. Boom. There we go. Bucket of water. Come back in here and type in snow. That up there. Grabs. There we go. Okay. Now if we come out here, we would need this twice though, don't we? Let me click this. It's done in an imbuement chamber, which this is an enchanting apparatus. Okay. So if we grab this and we grab this, break this, break that, we can then put the imbuement chamber on here temporarily, where we then put a snow block there, water block there, and help right here. And then we take the source gem and put the source gem right there. It's like add source nearby, which we technically have right here, but that is not close enough, I guess. So go ahead and move it over like that, so that that can use that source to make a water essence. Boom, there we go. Now, I'm pretty sure if we put a single lapis in here, it won't try to use the other stuff. It'll just try to turn it into a source gem and then from there into whatever, right? So go like this. Bring this up here. If I go like this, there's no recipe found. Okay, thought it might do that too. What we could do is we could take that off of there, grab it here, go like this, put the imbuement chamber just right there, put that there. That'll make it real quick. As we have the source right there, we can go like that. And do this one more time. Like so, to get another water essence. You then need to go get some lava. Yeah. Okay, sweet. So now we just need lava, which will take a minute because we have to run across the world to get to it. Well, I mean, I could technically just use this lava that we have here, right? Because there's a thing of lava here. You know what? Let's do that. Let's go ahead, pull this down like this, go like this, and build out right here real quick. Go like so. Then we can this to get one bucket of lava. Then jump down here. Ouch. 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 You quit it. Seriously, will you? Where are you even shooting me from now? How'd you get over here? You would have had to cross. Okay, that makes no sense. How the hell did that skeleton cross through the water? They've never really done that. Whatever. Let's just go ahead, go like this. We'll go like that. That gives us back all of our stuff here. We can go like this, go put all this on. Get up here and just take care of you. Okay, there we go. Now let's just go ahead and grab this where we can break that and grab the other lava that's there too. Perfect. Okay. Now let's just go ahead and get back up top. We don't really need to do. Oh, well, actually, we probably want to do just so not down here. Skeleton might just walk over and snipe us a couple of times. I don't remember. Yeah, I mean, I know they've been hard. I mean, we're only on normal difficulty, but I seriously don't remember them doing 2.5 hearts worth of damage every single time they shot, unless they had an enchanted bow with punch or something like that on it, but whatever. We go like this. That'll give us an obsidian and an obsidian. Perfect. Okay. And now then if we click on here and we click on this, we still do need 3 buckets of lava, which kind of still sucks. Yeah, I don't know what we have in the way of buckets in here. Let's see. So if we go like this bucket, there we go. You know what? We're just going to take all 9 buckets out. And then what we could actually do is we could just go down here. I didn't even think about this until like just now. We could just go into the nether. There's lots of lava in there, right? And as you can see, we did get another rich soil eventually, apparently. So that's a thing. For now, I'm going to put a bunch of this stuff here into there so that we have room. A bunch of buckets. And we'll just here. So to where we have our pathway down to here. We will then break this so that we can put dried earth down like so, and then we go like that and just get a bunch of buckets of lava. Perfect. Then we just bring them back up. Go back to the overworld and make our thing to then make our thing to do our thing. You all know what I'm talking about, right? Now we'll come up here, over here, and we'll click on this. And I'm assuming, let's see, so that's a weak blood orb. That's a magician's blood orb. I think we needed either that magician's or higher, or not the magician. I don't remember. So let's go ahead and click on here. We'll go like this, and we'll put some of that in there. Okay, and then again, if we hover over this, we do need a diamond again. But we do need, I think, any of the blood. That came out of nowhere. We do need a diamond, which means we do need some stuff again. It's going to be so much fun. But I think what we're going to do is go like this. Go like this with this hammer. We'll just down here again real quick. And down here, sure. Go like that. And go 1. This. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Do that for that, and then we'll sleep, and then we'll do stuff with the. Oh, we'll check on the thing for the Terrasteel real quick. Because if we could do that, then we could skip the lapis step of what you might call it. Okay, so if we go here, we look at that. That is over halfway now, so we can go ahead and take all 3 of these and right click, and right click. Get back so we don't accidentally pick them up. Let's that do its circle thingy, and then it's going to go down, and then it's going to come up, and it's going to circle thingy. And while it's doing that, let's actually go ahead and hit this button real quick. So we could do that. Get a screenshot while it's doing something rather than just plain blah, blah, blah. There we go. But that'll give us the Terrasteel quest. Which then let's just go into here, which gives us, choice reward. Out of all of this, the world reward that's going to be worth the most is the Mana Diamond. Because, yeah, you know, it's a thing. Oh, we just need to get any essence for that. Oh, that gave us a source gem. Cool. The Gaia pylons apparently will do stuff from that. Okay, perfect. But with that, we should be able to do this now. We should be able to take this, go like this. There we go. There's our Terrasteel. But yeah, if I look at this, you can see it drained a whole lot of that. What we could do now is we click on the mana spreader and the table. We could throw that in there and that in there. Open this up where we take out a winter, a spring, a water, a fire, I think. Go over to greed, and that is water and spring. So one water, one spring. We'll grab this back out. This will take a little bit of time to fill that up. While it fills that up, we double check on gluttony, and that is yes, a fire. We don't need the water. Put that back away. This is done. It would be really, really cool if it didn't actually consume the water and the spring, but I believe it does consume both of them when making higher runes. Know for sure here in a second we could do that, and ooh, it didn't. It didn't, and it gave me 2 greeds. Cool. Cool. I was actually expecting it to consume it. But we go like that then, and then we can put a winter and a fire to make the gluttony one. Do that. How much coal? We only have 18 coal left in there, so we definitely need to go get some more coal again. Cause that was what, 100 coal we just used just to make one thing of Terrasteel, and we're gonna need to make at least one more. But if we can make our budding amethyst and then turn that in, if it just gives us a block, be awesome. We'd be able to take our budding amethyst and make an amethyst seed. Cool, that gave us everything back with that as well. Cool, nice. Okay, so we would only need 1 greed. So we go ahead and put that in there. We put that in there. And that in there. So we need 1 greed. We need 1 gluttony. Right? Click on this again. We need 1 block of amethyst, so we will need to do at least one more time with whatchamacallit. We'll need to go get some more lapis real quick. Boom on that one, and then that. Pretty sure we do have down there. There we go. Pretty sure we have 1 lapis essence in our system. That go ahead, tell you to keep going in there. Go, we'll come in here, click on this, that, this, to make our block of lapis real quick. Boom, there we go. And then we're going to put this in here with, was it 3 buckets again? I think. Put some more in there, and you know what? I'm just gonna say screw it and leave iron on. That, like, put 3 in there, so that we 1, 2, and 3. And once we do this, we'll have our thing. And we just need to do it again to get whatchamacallit. Crystal. Need to make this right down, grab the stuff for this. Oh wait, we need a whole process for a diamond too. Okay, well, we will be back shortly then with both a diamond and an amethyst block. Okay, so there's our amethyst and our diamond. Should be able to come in here and grab this weak orb and run down here to this where we can click on this and get to that. Perfect. There we go. We should now be able to run up here. Might need to put a little bit more blood in this though. 5,000, and it actually only takes what, 3? Or it takes 10. Okay, so it takes 10,000. So yeah, we need to get a little bit of blood in here. So like that. That's 8. Let's go ahead, grab this back out and some food. I ran out of bread, so we'll just do carrots. They work just as nice. But we go like that. And that is now up over 10. So we can take the lava crystal and throw it in here to get our weak gem thingy. Yeah. Go ahead and do that. And we'll throw the mana tablet back in our backpack so we don't worry about it wasting mana to regen stuff. Worry about right now. But there we go. Weak activation crystal. Boom. Perfect. Okay, so now if we click on here again, click on here, we click on here, we have the mutinous, we have the block of amethyst, we have that, we have all of this, and we have the 4,000 power. Now I just want to click on this again. Thankfully, you can perform a special Wiccan ritual to turn block of amethyst into its budding version. You can use blood magic, arcane ashes to draw a pentagram on your altar, given additional 1.5. Wait, what? Arcane ashes. What do we need for those real quick? Go in here and say arcane ashes for blood magic. That's using this. That's coal, white dye, gunpowder, and redstone. You know what? I want to try this thing real quick. Let's see. We need a thing of coal, so we should be able to come down here. Grab one thing of coal. 2. I wanted 1. Put that in. Grab one thing of coal. I don't know why it's double clicked. We'll grab that, and we need redstone. So if we go ahead and click on here, get this, we could get our 1 redstone. We needed white dye, so if we go like this and take W8 dye, I didn't think I had any, so we'll grab a thing of bone meal, turn that into that. And then was the last thing we needed? Gunpowder. Go in here and say gunpowder. We get 1 of those. There we go. And we'll run out here and grab a bone meal to turn into white dye. Like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure I don't need to do this because I have the 4,000 power. But yeah, so if we go like this, we click on this. Okay, so this actually already has the apprentice orb. Oh, it's also already got that and that in it. So we should be able to just go boom, boom, and boom. There we go. So that's already got an apprentice orb, so we don't need the magicians once we get that back in here. And if we do this, this will give us the arcane ashes. And then according to this, if we come over here. Put this on there. Okay, so that fire. Wait, what? What's going on? Why is this down at 1,000 now? Something happened. Something happened. Okay, so we might need to break this and re-put it back down. Because something definitely happened and it broke it. There we go. Okay. Wonder if it just said meant we could put like the arcane ashes like near it, maybe not on it. So if I go like that, yeah, it still didn't do that. But we could just wait for this to get up to 4,000, and then we can do all this stuff. Okay, so we need again the weak activation crystal. These 2 runes here, the block of amethyst, and the mutinous stuff, right? Yeah. And the mutinous. That's what we need. We need all of this stuff, and that'll turn that into that. Once we get 4,000, we have 4,000 power. So let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then right click that, and that should hopefully give us the actual item. Nice, it did. Perfect. And then if we go ahead and press like U on this, we can click on here. And if we make Earth Essence and another Source Gem block, which we do have enough Source Gems to make a Source Gem block, but we are going to need more Source Gems anyways. So let's go ahead and go like this real quick. Grab this. We're going to try and back up somewhere. Put it down right here. And make some more Source Gems real quick. Hopefully we have enough. So I mean, it's 30% full. It should change these all pretty quick. And I think we are going to need to go grab some more. Because I'm pretty sure in order to get, and click on this, in order to get this, we are going to need 2 Source Gems for that as well. We'll need more of that. So we're going to need a block of Source Gems for our. Are you guys really back? Whatever. We're gonna need a block of Source Gems for those, and then need 2 of these. So let's go ahead and take this stuff off of here because we don't need all that on there. But then we can break this, get back up here, and for this Earth Essence, we need 1 iron, 1 seed, 1 dirt. Can we use like this? Can we use any dirt? I don't know if this dried earth counts or so. Yeah, go ahead and try to get inside of our house for whatever reason. Letting me move. There we go. Let's go ahead and eat carrot real quick to get our food back up. Yeah, I'm thinking what I need to do is make the auto feeder and then just put carrots in here, and that'll just keep me fed all the time. Okay, so I do think though we need to go in here to this and grab out 16 of these. So I don't know why I'm doing that. We take those there, put them here because we also need 4 Source Gems. This we'll need another. Yeah, we're gonna need 2 gems here. So if we go down here and we type in lapis, quick, we can grab 3 lapis out of here to turn that into the other Source Gems we need. Then also need dirt. Got seeds outside. And what was the other thing we needed? A iron. Go like this, click that, take this back from here. Ooh, I thought iron was, we had a lot of it. Apparently we don't have a lot of iron anymore. We that though, boom, go. And then we'll come down here. I am gonna put this up there because I don't want to accidentally click on it and yeah. Actually, you know what? Just to be safe, I just put it in the system. And there will be no way at all we can mess it up. Okay, but then we come over here, try to get around this thing. We do need to actually put this in, put it down here, and quickly make 3 more sword gems. One of which all the way over here. And go in there. For that. There we go. Then we'll go like this. And hopefully with the solarium or the lapis itself, it can turn into what you call it. So let's go ahead and put that there. That there. Do I have any type of seeds at all on me? I do. Cool. So go ahead and put that there. And then we can put that there. That is going to use up everything that's here. So let's go ahead and start getting some more carrots. So that we can start getting some more source put into there. Because that will still fill up that, or even this, and this will feed that. We come back once we have those 2 earth gems things. Whatchamacallit, earth essences. Okay, second earth essence done. So I can now go like this. This here should also be all done with all 4 of those. We could then come down in here and grab our amethyst budding thing. Then run all the way over here and put this here, 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 and here. And I'm thinking I might need to just take care of these guys real quick. So many of them. That's a lot of them. Yeah, this is going to probably take me a couple of lives too because, yeah. Run over here real quick. And eat. Okay, so if we do that, if we actually go like this and we grab this back out, that'll give us regen. Hopefully we could regen some of the damage that we're taking. And it'd be nice if these guys attack themselves a bit more. Like so, yeah. There we go. Boom, there we go. You're done. And you're done. And you broke my boot. I'm so disappointed in you guys breaking my boot. Whatever. I gave us another one of these, which we right there. And yeah, then we come over here and we go earth essence there, earth essence there. That goes right there. And this goes right there. And then we just need seed base. So if we can come over here and go into this and come up here and click on that, that'll give us the prosperity seed base, which we will then turn into amethyst seeds instead of going with the blaze seeds. We can make blaze seeds later, but I'm thinking we might not need them as much as before because of stuff. Okay, but anyways, I'm also going to go ahead and take this Let's see. So if I put it right there, I could put this right there. No. So we could put this right here. We could put amethyst seeds right here. Come over here and grab these, and we go like this and put that there and there. And if we're lucky, the amethyst will grow, and with one of these, it will duplicate into another amethyst seed, and we won't have to do anything. That gave us an amethyst seed and an amethyst seed. Perfect. That actually means we could now just go ahead, go like this. Grow this. This will give us an amethyst, an amethyst, an amethyst, an amethyst. And with this, we can now press U on here. And we get 20 of these for everything, which gives us technically 5 diamonds. Much easier. Other than the fact that we still just need a massive, massive amount of blood. Do it. But I should possibly, and we could try it. I'm going to try and move the arc thing and see if we can get it to go just directly under the blood thing, so or we could pipe the blood out of the thing and see if we can have that work or not. But yeah, we'll try that here in a second. Okay, so we do have 18. You know what? Let's go ahead and set some stuff up. Let's go ahead and try some stuff. Okay. So if we come in here, I don't think it's gonna let us sleep. Nope, didn't think so. Okay. Come over here. Click on this. We can then click on this, go like that, and that gave us 40 of those. Then turn into 10 of these. Probably go like that. Boom, there we go. And now we have 10 amethyst blocks, which is good. Okay, now go like this. Yeah, I forgot to put the mana tablet away, but whatever. We do need to check and see something. If I click on here and we go like this, I'm gonna try to type in pipe real quick. Those are our pipes again. We do have these are fluids, which uses that looks like. Ooh, can we just make these? We could make these. That'll be. Yes, we can. Nice. Okay, good. That's so much quicker than the other thing. And if we go here and we type in at mech real quick, should be a configurator. There's one here. Apparently, I mean, stores energy. I don't know. That's state items. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and type in config real quick and just sure. Okay, so yeah, so that is that. So if we hover over this, we are going to need one more lapis, and we'll need an energy tablet. So this, we can make our energy tablet, but we're going to then need some of these, which is iron in there. So we need some iron. Grab some iron, and then we'll probably need the redstone. That I'm pretty sure there's still carbon in here. Ooh, nope, there's not. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead, take that, throw that in there, throw that in there. Maybe we could sleep and get rid of the rain now. Yes, we can. Perfect. Do that. This will give us 2 of these, and then we just need some more lapis. So let's grab some more of that real quick. We're here, boom, boom, boom. That gave us only 6. So we need, of course, lapis is one thing, and you know, you're like, yeah, I need it, and it's like, yeah, we're not going to give you the stuff that you need to get it, right? Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead here, click on this, go like that. There we go. Well, then let us make the configurator as soon as we come up here and grab these. Put them in as well. There we go. Boom. And I don't know if we actually need. So if I go like this and we shift click, wrench, rotate, empty, heat, energy, slurries, pigments, gases, fluids. I don't know if this actually needs power in it, but I could go like this and we can put power in it just to be safe. Okay, there we go. I'm pretty sure it doesn't need power, but you know, power in it. Now the question is, if I go over here, how is this going to be the easiest way? I think the easiest way might be over here, where we go like this. Then we take our dried earth and just build up a bridge. Of course, we can't have that one right there because, yeah, okay. And that one's that. Then we go like this to get here. That should be the blood altar, right? No. That should be the blood altar right there. Yes, that is the blood altar. Okay, so now if I go like this, right? And we put this pipe in right here, we could see it doesn't have anything but air in it. I go like this, and we try to have to break that block just so we can see up there a little bit better. If we go like this, and I click that, that should have been on push, whatever. Trying to get this at an angle where I can see it. Can't really. There we go. So that's now set to pull, and as you can see, yes, it put blood in it. Nice. Okay, perfect. So if that's the case, we can go like this. What does this need again to make? R, a bucket, and steel. So we can make a couple of these. Be able to get it all the way over to the other side over there. Let's go ahead and go back over in house and make like 2 or 3 more of these real quick. And transfer all of it, or start getting it to where we can transfer it into there. So we'll go up here, we'll click on this, click on that, and we'll go 1, 2. That should be enough to get all the way over. Of course, we could also move it closer, right? So I could go like, I mean, we do have 1,000 in there, but I take that out. We could go like that, and what we could do is, because of where it is, we could actually probably just go like this right here, right? And we would have only, at that point, we only needed 1 more. But we can go like that. We could put this right here, which will fill up with life essence. Like so. And then, of course, that just means now we can just sit up here and have it flow in. Yeah, perfect. Okay, good, good, good. Because that'll be so much quicker to make the diamond. But we want to go like this, grab this, and I'm just going to put it right there and let that absorb pretty much there, which apparently was only that much. Not a lot at all. But the good news is now we can actually come over here, sit here, and you can see that is taking blood from here and putting it down into here. Not doing it super fast because this has a transfer rate or pump rate of 250. Which again, in order to do that, we could technically upgrade it to pump rate of 1,000 real easily. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. Let's go ahead. Probably gonna lose a lot of blood by doing maybe, maybe not. So if I go like this, and actually we should be able to shift. I thought we could shift right click with that. I think it's just different pipes. Or actually we have to empty configure to wrench. Then we could go like this to pick it up. There we go. So we could do that. And we could just run down here real quick and run back over to the house because we do have one of the things. And if we could have it emptying a full bucket at a time, that's much, much more handy. So if we go here, we click on this, press U. Here, press U on that. Go like that to get this. And of course, each one of these then holds 8,000. So if we bring it over here, I don't even remember how many we had in here. Go like this, right? And we come down in here. There we go. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if it has 6,000, I just got to angle here. We go like that. Or 6 times 8, so it could hold an extra, what, 40 some odd thousand, right? 6 times 8 is 48, so it should be able to hold an extra 48,000 blood in just the pipe alone. And of course, because we weren't thinking, our mana tablet is basically in already. Okay, but now I can sit here and, like, if we look at this, there's 6,000 in there. If I go like this and accidentally kill myself, yeah, do that. I have to run back over here now. Get our stuff back, and if you look at that, I don't know why it's pumping out at 20. I put the wrong pipe. No, I couldn't have put the wrong pipes in it, right? It's weird that it's only pumping out at, unless this has an, unless that could only literally come out at that rate. But I mean, no, because we have, yeah. I don't know why it's only pulling 20 out at a time if it has that. I don't know. Whatever, that's fine. We're just gonna go ahead though quickly and make ourselves a. I could get it. Staircase over here. There we go. That we climb up here and climb down there when needed, and yeah. But either way, we can now just sit up here and do this to get our blood down into here. And of course, this now has what, 4,000 in it. This has 8,000 in it. So once that gets to 10,000, it will make us another diamond. And we could just kind of ignore it and do other stuff at the same time. Okay, but yeah, but if we come up here, we can click on this, that. To do that, we need that. To do this, again, the portal of Alfheim. Let's see. For more information on the portal, read your lexicon. Even more than that, throw your lexicon Britannia into the portal. Make sure you don't throw your home away. So if we went like this now and we clicked on this, go back to here and we click on this, is the portal thing gonna be here now? I don't think so. But if we go ahead, let's just like back. Mana manipulation, trinkets, accessories, challenges, miscellaneous. There we go. The portal to Alfheim. So as you can see, we need Elven Core, which uses the Terrasteel nuggets. We need that. Then we need a couple of the things here, and I believe actually those might not. That might be glowstone and not terrace. But I still think we do need at least another Terrasteel, which is going to require a lot more waiting for that thing to get that. Plus, we're going to need a lot more coal. And this has already gone on for quite some time. So, thank you all for watching. Enjoy your day, night, do whatever you're doing, wherever you are at. As always, force your friends to watch. You can see we already got 1 diamond here, which is amazing. But yeah, force your friends to watch. We'll come back next time where we hopefully will be able to start getting some more into some of this stuff. I'll be able to start getting a bunch of amethyst that I don't even know what it's useful. We use it for anything else. We could use it for tinted glass, spyglass, a geo for extraction unit, which is bees, divination rods. It's probably used in the Hellfire Forge for some stuff. The alchemy table for some stuff. So I mean, we got a couple things that we could use that for, but we'll be able to do that. Hopefully, we'll be able to make our Alfheim portal. Which again, if we actually let's go in here real quick, double check this. We go edge, but and yeah, we're gonna need either glimmering logs or glimmering live wood. Which yeah, so that is just glowstone and not Terrasteel. So 7 Terrasteel nuggets is what we have, but in order to make the 2 pylons, we're gonna 6. Would have needed 9 to make it. So yeah, we're still gonna have to make it Terrasteel, which means I'm gonna have to go find some Endermen to get some more mana pearls. Which now that I think about it, might have been better to take the mana pearls than the mana diamonds, since we now have the ability to get diamonds pretty easily. Whereas ender pearls, I don't think there's gonna be ender. There is an Enderman essence. And, oh yeah, we can get them from gas tiers. We get gas tiers by changing. Okay, so yeah, we could actually do that. Oh, we could transform our. Okay, perfect. So actually, yeah, never mind. We are just fine. We could just take our things that we are now getting from here. I could easily just run them over here. This, we can take these. Go like that with our catalyst things to get our ender pearls. Perfect. That's much simpler there now. Of course, I don't know how long it takes, but there we go. Ender pearl. Perfect. That'll let us easily get another Terrasteel once we actually get the thing here, because you can see this is empty. So we need to put that back there. We do need to get a whole lot more mana generation going, so I might look into the explosion one, see what we need for that, and if we can make it, and then figure out from there. Anyways, we will see you next time. Until then, peace out. See you later.